everyone, so this is part 2 / continuation of the last vlog. It was far too long and I didn't think anybody would want to sit there and watch me ramble on for 30 minutes straight. So this is just a continuation from my emotional feelings and what happened after I was diagnosed with autoimmune liver disease. So we were talking a bit and I was just like, yeah, I'm okay, you know, I don't know. I'm getting used to it, because at that time I wasn't comfortable talking about my emotions to adults, and this is because of something that actually happened to me in primary school. A friend of mine got really upset with me about something that wasn't actually true, and I didn't do anything to her, or whatever she thought I did. I didn't actually do it. I wasn't around when this incident occurred. So we used to have a thing in our school called place to be, a place to talk. So I went to one of those. I went to one and I told the person what had occurred, and then Mrs. Big Mouth went and not only told my parents but also told my teacher, which then made the teacher go and call up my friend, which really did not help the situation one bit. So from there I was just like, you know what, I don't want to deal with you people. I'm not doing it. I wasn't a big fan of counsellors or anybody involving talking, so I had that whole experience at the back of my mind. And then by the way, if this video gets too long, I'm going to cut it into two, so it's going to be a part 1 and a part 2 again. Sorry. So yeah, so that's how I was feeling at that regarding talking to the psychologist. I never really spoke to anyone, so I was just kind of dealt with liver disease really from year 8 when I was diagnosed, year 9, and I think and year 10. Oh, green tea. And then no one at school, I don't think, could tell that it deep down behind the whole fakeness, because I used to smile a lot, you know, smile and laugh and things like that, so you couldn't really tell that there was anything wrong with me. So I just carried on with that whole show, you know, the fakeness. I carried on with that for years and years. So it became the norm for me. That was a normal thing to do. It was when I was alone though, when I was in my room, that all the emotions were there. Like, I was angry, I was sad, I was just very isolated. And I actually I stopped going to church. I used to go to church and I just stopped going. It was loads of reasons actually why I stopped going to church. One of them was I was always tired and I really could not deal with the whole waking up in the early morning, rushing to go out and being in church, because I used to actually fall asleep in church, so that wasn't good. So and then my emotional self, sorry, I really want to have another sip. Better now, sorry. So yeah, emotionally, I was very detached from people. So I really didn't want to be surrounded by loads of people, because it felt like school was already hard enough, pretending to be happy and all that, and then to do it at church as well was just horrendous for me. So I mean, at home I had moments where I was alone. My family is massive, we're a big family, but like I still had times when I could literally be alone in my room and just cry if I needed to cry. And sometimes like I didn't show any physical emotion, because I just didn't feel like there wasn't a way to be able to express what I was feeling, and I couldn't, because I hadn't spoken about what I was going through, I didn't know how to deal with them at all. So that was going on for a while, and I think so year 10, possibly the end of year 10, so I was 15 already, or going on 16, I can't remember. I started seeing the psychologist at the hospital that I get treatment for, and she was really good. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name, because I want to say her name. I'll say her surname, because there's loads of people who have her name. Dr. Bolton. Dr. Bolton. She was amazing. She started, it took a while for me to actually talk to be able to be honest with her, because this sort of thing people don't really realize about people who have mental health issues, or those of us with depression and anxiety, to be able to talk about your emotions. Because I don't know about the others, but for me, I don't understand. I sometimes, till now, I don't fully understand what I'm feeling. I don't understand why I'm feeling that way, why has it occurred, where it's come from. I don't understand those things. But then people, when you talk to them, they ask you those questions, and it's like, well, if I don't understand what I'm feeling, how can I explain it to you? It's that kind of situation. So the best way to handle that is to make up another emotion that is easy to explain. So the easiest one is happiness. You can fake that. You can get a scenario from a TV show and replace and put yourself in that scenario and make it all better. You can just fake that. For some reason, I find that it's the easiest emotion to fake, and I can just be like, yeah. Because if you say to people, yeah, I'm okay, I'm doing well, and you're smiling and you're like, yeah, I had a really good day at school, everything was really good, no one's going to really start bombarding you with questions about it. It's kind of like, yeah. So our sessions used to just be like, yeah. But then over the time period, I started to be honest with her about it. I just felt like I could trust her. I started to feel like, yeah, that was it. I could trust her. So I started opening up a bit more to her, and we did a chat. She said to me one day in one of our sessions that, you know, how do you because I think I may have mentioned it actually. I may have mentioned it to her myself. Yeah, I may have mentioned and said to her, I feel like maybe I have depression or something. Maybe I'm crazy. And yeah, definitely use the term crazy. So I said that to her, and I'm kind of reflecting now. Sorry, I'm sort of reflecting right as I speak. So yeah, I said that to her, and then she after a couple of sessions, I don't think she did it straight away. After a couple of sessions, she had a test for me to do to find out, and yeah, it kind of said, yeah, you have depression and a bit of anxiety as well. So I was just like, oh, I wasn't medicated or anything for it at the time, so I was just like, oh, that's a bit weird. And then because depression for me at that time, any form of mental health really, for me at that time was involved what I saw in the media, what I saw portrayed on TV and things like that. It was, you're crazy, people are gonna make fun of you and not like you don't get to live a normal full life, like people tiptoe around you all the time, and there's that high risk and that fear of being taken away and locked up. So like you're scared to talk about how you're feeling because the other person will feel like you're a danger to yourself or something like that and lock you up without, like, I literally just thought people can just call up and boom boom boom, the next thing you know you're casted away. So I was honestly petrified about that. So I don't even think I told my parents that that's when I started dealing with depression, like with the actual labeling of it. So yes, that was, so yeah, 15, 16 is when that started occurring. But I still went to school, and smiled, but I still, you know, I still said everything was okay. It honestly was not okay. I was just like, because I was always tired and I was just getting fat as well. And people used to be like, me and my weight, I'm gonna have to do another video on that actually, so I won't get too much with it. I am a self-conscious person. I'm extremely self-conscious, and then I'm fully aware of these things. I'm fully aware that I'm fat. I know that I'm gaining weight. I know that, but people love to mention it to me, like right then, boom boom. Not even a hi sometimes. Oh my god, you look big. Yeah, I know. I see myself in a mirror, and that was also happening when I was in secondary school. So. And to say that you're a teenage girl, you know, about their weight and their physical appearance, it's not cool. Especially when like their friends have started dating, they're just there like, oh, like boys no normal, no, like, it was very rare for me to talk to boys a lot. No, I'm lying. It wasn't rare. I had boys in my friendship group. That was a lie, an exaggeration. But it wasn't like, I wasn't talking to boys romantically. There we go. That's the best way. So I wasn't talking to them like, you know, like we were dating or anything like that. So yeah. Sorry. So that was happening. And then actually one of the boys in my school, who was sort of, I don't even know if he would, I don't think he would describe me as his friend, but anyways, he called me liver. Oh, I was like, thanks. I didn't say anything, I didn't react badly to it, I just ignored it. But like, I got home and I was just like, why? Is that what Chanceline, is that who Chanceline, is that what people, when they hear my name, Chanceline, yeah, that's my full name. I probably did say my full name in the last video, I don't know. So yeah, people will be like, is that what I thought people associated with me? Liver disease, autoimmune liver disease, autoimmune hepatitis. And I was worried that that would be the same thing I would face with if I started saying, yeah, I've been told I may have depression, anxiety and things like that. So I wasn't really keen on doing that. And so that was kind of something that was, you know, a bit of a big thing for me at the time. It took a while. It's taken a very long time for me to be able to, one, say that I have autoimmune liver disease, and two, to say I have depression and anxiety. So, you know, this is why I've actually started these videos, these vlogs, because I want people to be able to say, like, not be ashamed, you know, to say this out loud, not be ashamed to say it. Because yes, I have this condition, yes, it affects my life, it impacts it quite a lot, but no, that's not all that it is to me. Chanceline does not just it's not just liver disease and depression, anxiety. There is more to me. Like, people don't tend to ask me about other things. They literally just ask me about medical conditions, and that is it. Like, boom, that's all they think makes me. That's not it. And one of the things I also do, one of the reasons why I also wasn't really a big fan of saying I have liver disease is because people always associate a liver condition with alcohol. Alcohol is not the only cause of liver disease. There are many causes to liver disease. There's, like, I have chronic, so I have an autoimmune liver disease. My immune system is causing my condition, and there's loads of others. Google it, go and Google, and you will see. And then another thing people started saying to me, like, so like, imagine I'm 13 and someone will find out I have liver disease, and they're asking me if it's due to alcohol, and I'm just there like, are you serious? Like, so how much alcohol must I have been drinking over the years for me to be, at the age of 13, to be diagnosed with autoimmune liver disease? Like, think about it. And then even now, adults do it to me now, and I'm just like, do the maths. So either my parents or somebody was giving me alcohol, and they got to the stage where I was 13 and it got really bad and realised I had liver disease. So I was like, why don't people think? And I also get people saying, if I say autoimmune hepatitis, they assume I've got hepatitis B or C. They think I have a sexually transmitted disease. And I'm just like, no. Autoimmune liver disease, autoimmune hepatitis is not a sexually transmitted infection or disease. No, hepatitis literally just means inflammation of the liver. That is it. It has nothing to do with sex or anything like that. It literally just means inflammation. So if somebody has hepatitis B or C or even A, it's because the name hepatitis is to do with inflammation. That is it. Yeah? I hope that's one thing you guys learn from this video today. It's an excessively long video. Sorry guys, I didn't realise. Let me just check my phone. Yes, 30 minutes long. Oh my god. This video is going to be cut into part 1 and part 2. Sorry guys. So yeah, boom. That's my vlog for today. I think I rambled on a lot. You know, feedback is always welcomed as per usual. Thank you guys.